Hit it. Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Roast, and I am, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me is my co-host, Mr. Sam.
The cream on top.
Cream of the crop. And our guest today is Laurie Calcaterra.
Yes, it is I.
A returning guest.
I love
For those who watch over on Pops will know her.
What's that?
I said those who watch the Pops YouTube channel will know you.
Oh yeah, I'm from the Tuesday Morning Brew, peeps. Love it. Have a good time hanging out.
Oh, we got Soul in the chat, of course. He says, "Welcome to the Morning Roast, where the lively Lady Calcaterra returns with her Pale Rider IP, making sure Sugar will pay even less attention to the chat."
Good morning.
Nonsense. So I always pay attention to the chat. Man, what is wrong with me today?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. We got Dave. He says, "All right, me babbers."
Good morning.
Welcome,
Well,
Dave.
good morning, Dave.
Mr.
Good
Marinus.
morning, Side. Good morning.
Anybody else there? No, we are good. And he says, "Sim's on time." Yeah, I know. Ain't that
No.
Wonder what happened to get Sim up and awake and going.
I don't know. You blame
Coffee.
me so much for being late. I had to be late a few times.
Coffee.
What? Dave says, "I bet Sim's even wearing a shirt."
Actually, I'm wearing my cyberpunk hoodie.
Oh, there you go. Marina says, "Is she ready to pay runner?" No.
You know what? He comes on my show too, and it's like we always are like, we need to hang out because, you know, the similarities. It's like he must understand what this means so we can nerd out for a bit. I think that would be cool.
No. It's better you than me.
No?
We got Pedro.
Morning.
Hello.
What's up, Pedro?
Sim is early. Something is up.
Who's up early?
Cyber Wednesday.
Actually, I did not even go to bed yet.
That makes more sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan.
We got Odin. Guten Morgen.
Good morning.
Right. Oh my! So it's been quite some time, Miss Laurie, since we've had you on. You know, and it seems like a lot has happened. You're now over there doing weekly Pops shows. You had your campaign for Path of the Pale Rider. And you're getting ready to start another one.
Yeah, we have done 2 successful Kickstarters. First one, we hit 116%. We raised over $5,000. And then the second campaign, we ended at 113%. again, over $5,000. So I have the itch to start number 3. So I've been working on it. I was working on it while we were setting up the show. I'm going to submit and get that pre-launch ready, but I'm ready to go. So issue number 2 is done. The print order has been submitted. I'm just, it's hard when you have, you have to wait for the process. It has to go through formatting. It has to go through, the proof process. And then of course they can start printing, but still as they're printing, they're proofing it to make sure it's okay. So we are almost there to fulfilling number 2. I'm really excited to send out some of the really cool stuff that we got. We got Funko Pops made. We have really cool t-shirts with like swear words and sign language. We have the Bones of Despair, which was the secret reward from last campaign. That's like a literal bottle full of bones in a handmade box. It's kind of creepy and cool. So it's like I'm looking forward to the next stuff. Yes, I have the itch, not the bad itch. We're not going to talk about that. We have the good itch.
I agree with Soul. You need a soundboard.
I know. Like we need a GIF or something to pop through and say something funny.
I don't know how to do all that. Soundboard and whatnot.
Get on it.
Can I do it with StreamYard?
You have to go to brand and you can upload like little.
You can upload little videos, but there's also a little toy that you can buy that you can connect. You can connect to your computer, where it's a little soundboard with a little switch that you can program. Phil bought himself one. They're not cheap though.
Do you guys want to see issue 1, issue 2? Because I have links. I can pull them up on the screen.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, well, let me pull up 1 just so people are familiar. We'll go through it quick, but just so people can remember because that one came out July of last year. Let me share the screen. This guy.
Yeah.
So that's the one that you had when you came on.
Yeah. So this is campaign number 1. This is issue number 1. We did a black and white issue. So we're a Western apocalypse zombie comic. This just took all the genres and just kind of smashed them all together. But it really, it works. It's like in this world, death is broken. Nothing can die no matter how decomposed you get. So your body dies, but your soul, your energy, whatever, it doesn't transition. So you're stuck in your body as you decompose. So in issue 1, we get to meet, our main character, Jude St. Clair, cowboy. Things have devolved back to the Wild West, and kind of the decisions he makes in the wild by himself with him and his horse. And we find out what he's looking for. He's looking for some guy named Dwayne Fink who lives in a town called Santa Claus, which is a true place. You can find it on the map.
Okay.
It's in Arizona. But yeah, I mean, like he makes some decisions. He does some stupid stuff. Gets into a lot of trouble. Finds this undead bear on a cliffside road, and wakes him up. So I'm not going to spoil it. Huh?
Don't mess with bears.
No, bears are an apex predator, right? They run faster than us. They can climb trees. They swim. They have claws, teeth. You can't, and I mean, like, now what? You can't kill this thing. It's coming after you. It's already dead. So what do you do? How do you get away from it?
Seeing this, it just reminded me of the cocaine bear video.
Yes!
Going
No,
around. Like, God damn it, that was good. I'm sorry.
Did you see it already?
No, I want to, but it looks so good.
I know. I was like, that's like the brother of Big James right there. So it's
and
like,
I'm
glad I've seen that just to see the bear carnage.
And I love the song they picked.
Yeah.
Line.
So that's going to be a wild ride. But yeah, this is basically a cocaine bear that you can't kill. It's going to be fun. So something happens at the end of this. He gets out of it. I'm not going to say how or what, but here's issue 2. I love that cover. Marco does such good work. He always like breathes life into the cover. And once you read the cover, this makes much more sense. He's actually telling you what this whole issue is about with this cover.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of have to read into the imagery of what he puts on the page. Issue 2 is in full color. So we got picked up by a publishing company in September. We're with Charter Comics. So because we were able to do that and save a little bit more on the print, we were able to go full color in this issue, which is really cool. So here he is at Santa Claus. By the way, can you see my cursor? Whenever? Yeah, this guy right here. He's backer. He's one of the backers from issue 1, so he's a zombified dude hanging out on the spike. This guy right here, also backer. So we like taking our people that we're going to draw into the comic and like zombify their ass and stick them on a sign. So it's funny that this guy's pointing the way to the bar.
I was going to ask you about that Charter Comics.
Yeah.
I looked them up. I looked up through Google about how to find your books, outside of Kickstarter, and it came up.
Yeah, absolutely. So issue 1, they have it on their shelf, and you can order it off of their website. Issue 2 is in pre-order right now, just because we're so close to being printed. But you can order issue number 2. I have the main cover, and then I have like one of the variant covers by another artist who is also affiliated with Charter. So. You can get his cover as well on there. I'll probably put them all up there, and I'll also put the Choose Your Own Adventure book up on the website as well. So if people want to do that, they can. But I just love the color in here. And oh my gosh, if you look in the background of some of these pages, so in my story, the way that I described this saloon, it was actually a salon, a hair salon. But of course, when you're in the apocalypse, nobody really cares about getting their hair dyed anymore. They just want to eat food. So they turned this salon into a saloon. They just added an O. So like on this page, if you look all the way in this on the right, there's a dude sleeping in those hairdryer chairs. You see him?
Yeah, I see him right there.
So it's like Marco has stuff drawn in there, like, and if you look at the mirrors, it's those mirrors with like the big lights across them that you would see in a beauty salon. I know you guys aren't familiar, but like it's just a little extra tidbit of looking into the
little details like that. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we have sign language in our story, which gets introduced in this issue. So you get to see Jude swear a lot in sign language. I love this page with the cards being the panels. Marco just does such cool stuff. So like here he's spelling out, he's calling the guy a douchebag, spelling it out with his hands. Here he's doing the shit sign, So yeah, we got a big old, I got a QR code and a musical Easter egg. So if you can read music, go to it. If you can't read music, just scan the QR code and I'll tell you, it'll play the music that this is right here.
I thought that was a nice idea. The QR codes that play like music or something to add ambiance and all.
Well, I mean, it's a Western. It needs Western saloon music or fight music or something. So when you get the issue and you do the QR code, you'll figure out what it is. It's funny. And of course, we fight. We got a big old saloon fight.
Gotta have that saloon brawl. Card game.
And I love it. Just like he uses his hat, sticks it on the guy's face, knocks him over. And the thing about Jude, so when I wrote this fight, it was him against a bunch of dudes. And when Marco drew the gang, he drew this woman in there. Where is she? This lady. So she's like right in the middle, right? So when we got to the fight, I was like, we need to rethink this fight because Jude would never punch a girl. He's a nice guy, right? So we had to figure out a way to take her out without without Jude hitting her. So if you watch the fight evolve, her buddies knock her over like 3 times. So it's just stuff like that where it's so subtle. But if you watch what happens, like here she is going down, like this dude knocks her over. She gets back up, and like this guy smashes his glass against her head. She just can't win. So she's still falling down too, but it's not Jude that's punching her and kicking her and stuff. So
she just has the worst luck ever.
She does. She really does. But it's like, don't be friends with this group of hooligans because bad stuff will happen. And I love this moment too, where Jimmy's like the main bad guy in this, where he's like, "Son of a bitch." He's like, "Who's the bitch now?" You know. such a cool cinematic moment. And then here's the sheriff, of course. Click. Give me your gun. Slide it across. Yep. And I'm gonna stop there because stuff happens at the end, right? Stuff always happens at the end.
Yeah, we don't want to get too spoilery.
Right. Don't want to spoil what happened.
Dave's telling you to get some sleep, Sam.
Yes,
healthy.
Yeah, no, but I need to switch my schedule up and down because sometimes I have to stay up till 5 a.m. hanging with, working with Scotsman. And sometimes I have to get my shit back on schedule, or from getting up in the morning and going to bed around 10 or 11. I need to switch my schedule, dad, business. I sleep.
He's too immature to talk about itches.
But thank you for,
That's kind of where I was going. I was like, not that, the other one. The more you know.
Chris,
you don't want your comic with bears, but Laurie's got you covered. You know what? It's so funny that everybody loves Big James. They really do. I sent out a survey to a lot of the backers, just asking them, like, what kind of merch are you looking for in the next Kickstarter? Because I want to make sure I put stuff on there that you want. Because when everybody wants buttons and stickers, they want something else. And one of the options I gave was just like bear-related merch, and that's like one of the top ones. Everybody wants James merch. It just makes me laugh.
If I remember right, you said that the zombified like animals would behave how they would in life, right?
How about a zombie bear paw keychain?
A what?
A zombie bear paw keychain.
I was thinking about that.
A bear paw and all that, and you have those little claw finger that comes out, and that could be your theme. Just saying. Write it down.
So in this world, zombies aren't flesh-eating cannibalistic zombies. It's like if you were to die and just be still stuck in your body. So as people, you're still you, and it kind of follows more of like a dementia. It's like your brain is decaying, right? So you think slower, or you're forgetful, or you're.
And you have to deal with rigor mortis.
You have to deal with what?
Rigor
mortis?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a phase, that they go through. Mm-hmm. Right? They can't move, or but in this world, it's like I treat it like, how would people address this problem?
Every morning they have to extra crack their members, heavy joints, just to keep going, because otherwise they're stiff as a board. That would be kind of funny.
Right? Or maybe we figure out a way to like slow down our decay process.
Mm-hmm.
Like where we
moisturize. What are you?
Right, or like chemical and makeup combination where you
can you look good.
Like keep your skin from decomposing and falling off. So I
live in a freezer.
Figure out a way to tackle it, right? Because that's who we are. But animals, the same thing. Like it would be them, but what if there was a bear like Cocaine Bear, you know what I mean, where it was super aggressive because that part of its brain was switched on and couldn't turn off,
That
or like insects that are stupid. They only do two things, right? They eat and they reproduce, pretty much. So if they don't even realize they're undead, what would stop them from eating things? So then we have all sorts, you know what I mean? It's like we have food problems. We have insects that we can't use pesticides because they just keep eating things. We have, like, you can't eat meat, or you can if you want to, but it will still move while you're eating it. I think cows would be pretty upset that we kill them and it wouldn't stop moving. So how do you butcher a cow while it's still moving?
Right.
So water issues, overpopulation. And then, of course, with people, it's like, how long do you get to keep your license? How long can you own property after you're undead?
And can you claim your life insurance?
No, can you?
And if you do, can they send agents to kill you? That wasn't freaking Space Dandy.
Right. It's like, kill me, go ahead and kill me, then you can collect my life insurance and I'm still here. But then it's like, well, what happens when
then the insurance companies would have a problem if it happens too often.
Exactly. Like insurance would just go away, right? Insurance would go away. Like funeral business would go away. So many things would have issues. You know what I mean? Can you imagine what a hospital would be like? Who knows? Organ donors? Why? So many issues.
Big vats of acid just dumping people in.
Well, there could be that too. So eventually what happens is that, rights are taken away from the undead, and they don't like it, of course. So they riot. They get separated from living communities. We'll just put it that way. And we're going to see a lot of that happen in the next issue. I go over quite a bit of history in the next one, like 5 years of the apocalypse happens. And then we get to see Jude, how he approaches all of that and kind of what sets him on his path to figure out the why. Because that's all he wants. He wants to know what broke death and how, if he could put it back. Yeah, segregation, exactly. But I mean, like, how would you act in this situation? Would you want your neighbor who's undead still living with you? What if you have kids? What if he doesn't care and runs one over with a car? What if he forgets how to drive and drives? You know what I mean? It's like, would you want them in your community or not? And there's no right answer. It's all fictional, so it's not like we have to make a decision. But I don't give any answers. It's just a big gray area of crap. But it's like, it's exciting crap to read. It just would suck if we were there.
I gotta stick with the offspring on this one. Gotta keep them separated.
Yeah. But then you gotta remember, everything that goes, what happens to the undead will eventually happen to you. So do you want to be separated? What if you don't know where they're going to take you or how they're going to treat you?
Gotta make a sacrifice here.
Where do you go once they come get you? Where do you go?
Throw me in the big vat of acid.
Is that what's going to happen?
Let's see.
But that still doesn't get you out of there.
No, dang it! So no, I didn't want your sniper bears and
sniper bears.
I don't know, sniper bears and horse muskets or something. I don't remember what anymore.
What?
I don't know, but sniper bears. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Dave says, of course, Chris knows what a salon is. Look at that luscious breath.
How many times have you been to the salon, Chris?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Never.
It's a fancy barber.
But it's not the same. Like a salon versus a barber, it's completely different.
Yeah, it's not the same. If you walk into a barber with your long hair, they look at you like, oh, fuck.
No, it's just like, just the setup is different. You know what I mean? Like the way that like you have an iconic idea of what a barbershop looks like in your head, right? Beauty salon is nothing like that.
I haven't been to a hair person since like COVID started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, the barbers are pretty much like salons as well. It's just very like only men and mostly beard.
Yeah.
And short hair. So when you walk in with long hair, they go, "What do you want? You want me to shave that off? Because otherwise, I don't know what to do with it."
Right.
You want
like,
to short,
you're not
right?
actually like cut hair. We just will shave it off for you. That's cool.
Well, true. Yeah.
Some people need to get their hair did,
but
after an apocalypse too.
The apocalypse is different. Like at this point, it's 10 years into the apocalypse. People aren't really getting their hair dyed. They just want like food and to be able to survive. It's a rough place. They don't care about their hair.
Fanta.
Hi! I saw you last night at like midnight. I was like, why are y'all live right now? I'm like, I'm gonna go see what they're talking about. Oh, hello. It's like, I should go to bed.
I wasn't scrolling.
Oh, that was me scrolling. I'm sorry. I was just, I'm don't want people to see. I'm afraid I'm always going to give away the end. I'm like scrolling. And then, which part did you want to see? Because I can go back. Issue 2 is like printing this week. So I didn't want to like spoil it. Nobody has it in their hand yet. It's coming now.
Idea Factory.
What? Oh yeah, for the bear. keychain. I was like, I'm gonna write this down. What was I gonna say? Oh, we got metal covers for issue 2 coming. I'm excited.
Ooh.
I know.
I wanted to bring this up here.
Yeah, there we are.
Comics.
There we are in Charter. So yeah, you can order. They have some in stock of issue number 1. I have some in stock, so if you want to just contact me, I can always ship you one too. But number 2, I love those. Marco's covers are the best. And then of course, that's the exclusive Ken Salinas cover where he did like his Voodoo's style, which is really cool. So I also have T-shirts made of his Voodoo. That's Jude St. Clair with the with his horse and the big James. It's hilarious.
The shirts, is that on here as well, or
which one?
The shirts and stuff, is that on here?
No, they just do the comics, but I have the shirts on my webpage. And again, if anybody wants one, you just let me know. I have to change up my website. That's actually on my list of things to do to have it actually be a working shop. Because right now it's like, here's the prices and just talk to me and we'll pay, like PayPal or Venmo. But I want to make it an actual like working shop where you can be like, click the buttons and it goes into a basket. Put your address in and we can ship it to you. That would make life a lot easier. So I'm going to figure that out.
Let's see. Oh. So in the sim, I go to a Turkish barber and am kind of a unicorn in there as well. People going in there usually have very short hair, and the youth get a tiny tail added, which looks like a circumcised Vokuhila.
You lost me.
What's a Voku?
Yeah.
I don't know, but just think of what it looks like.
Vokuhila.
Google.
Oh, a mullet.
Oh, it's a mullet. They get a tail? Tails were like 80s, man. We're going back to the 80s.
Gosh, that haircut that the younger folks get that looks kind of like a muffin top or something.
No,
that looks so bad to me.
Mushroom head.
Yeah. I was like, that looks so awful. One of the young boys that I worked with there had one not too long back. I was like, oh man, that looks so bad to me.
Good morning, Cheesehead. Cheesehead says, good morning. Been on the replay crew for a bit. How are your hours building up? Well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it, Cheesehead.
Yep.
No, it's good to have you around.
How's
my hours doing? Let me check. I ain't checked in a while.
Okay, just give me a sec. I'm going to go get a refill, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
YouTube Studios.
Speaking of Charter Comics and Bourbon Street, they have a series called Psycho Sal. It's William Russell. It's about a serial killer in New Orleans in the 80s. Check him out.
I've seen that right here.
Yeah. He just fulfilled his second Kickstarter for issue number 2. The issue number 3, I think, is done and it's in editing. So issue number 3 will be going to Kickstarter soon. But I'm actually writing issues 4, 5, and 6 of this series, which is super exciting. This story is wild. It's wild. So I love getting my little hooks in there and just can like make it even more warped. And it's like I have this weird talent of making people, feel something towards the character before we kill them off. I'm just saying.
Now, see, I was gonna say like, oh, look at how nice Laurie is. Here she is. Yeah, we're on here trying to work her book and talk about her stuff, and here she is promoting some other guy's stuff. And then you had to bring in, oh, I'm going to be writing on for.
Well, it just sparked my mind because you were on Charter's page, and then someone says, "Wait, it's Cheesehead Lost on Bourbon Street." So that's why I was like, "Oh, Bourbon Street," because I was just writing about Bourbon Street. I was trying to. That's where that is.
Pump up how generous you are. Give a good speech here, and then you gotta throw that in.
If you want, I can promo a ton of other books that people are working on that I get nothing out of. I just had like my artist Marco DeFillo, and he he draws on another book. He's not a writer, but he draws another book called Mauka Mauka, and they're Kickstartering right now. Super cool book. It's again post-apocalyptic, but it's on Hawaii. I didn't think about how crazy it would be to be stuck on an island in an apocalypse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you're not. He's like, there's no TV, there's no internet, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
So you're stuck on an island with whoever is there with only the resources of that island. You know, because it's like always in the zombie movies, they're always like, let's get to the island. It's like, no, the island's probably not where you want to go. Red Redemption's really cool
Probably
too.
not.
That's Austin St. John, the original Red Power Ranger. Cool guy. I got to meet him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
up there in the
cool.
picture. See him? Where it says the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's most of the charter guys.
Yeah.
And then there's Austin St. John.
Oh, cool.
I have a signed version of that one. It's cute. I don't know. Did you watch Power Rangers when you were kids?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, I was all about the Red Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's around. He lives in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was really cool to meet him, and it was kind of surreal to hear him do the "It's morphin' time." You know what I mean? Like I was like trying not to die of embarrassment. I don't know if I was embarrassed for him or for myself for liking it too much. I don't know. But he did the whole thing, and I was just like, oh,
But
it is him.
let me see. Cheesehead, my hours are at 1,490.
Ooh.
I was like, daggone it. I feel like I was at 1,400 the other day, but it's all based on the last 365 days. So I get why it's not changing much now because
every day we go forward, you get more hours, but then you drop.
Yeah, I lose the hours from the previous time though. So yeah,
they're always finding a way, man. They always find a loophole to bring you down, so you can't.
I just gotta keep at it. I gotta put up more content and keep at it. Get people watching.
Yeah, I mean that's all you gotta do is keep posting. Yeah. And good morning, Amanda B. Nice to see you.
Oh yeah, Amanda B's here. Good morning. Let me see what they're all saying there.
Oh, and she said, yes, Psycho sounds really cool. Check it out.
Saturday, Chris did a 4-hour plus stream. Yes, I did. And that reminds me, I actually got to respond to a comment on there. They said that they couldn't see the stream. It was all black. I got to check that, see what's going on there. Dave also has a Turkish barber. 12 years for a decent haircut and happy ending. Whoa, Dave.
What?
Like
they cut your hair, wax your ears, and wax something else while they're there.
I guess so. Then again, I said one time I watched a video. It came up on my Facebook. It was about a guy who went down to Turkey and got one of those Turkish baths. Oh my god!
Did he not know what he was getting himself into?
Wow! Yeah, he was like showing off what's going on. I'm like, geez, dude.
That's funny.
Like, this dude's like scrubbing him down and smacking him on it and scrubbing. There's a fat guy in the background getting scrubbed down, and the only thing that's covering him is this like rolled up towel he's got going up his butt crack. I'm like, oh, whoa, no thanks.
Thank you. Too much information.
I was like, good God, man.
Turn the channel.
Chris works with young boys.
No,
stop that, Dave.
Don't even joke about that.
No, Cheesehead says he's very interested in the cycle.
Yeah. Well, go look on Charter. Everything there is kind of like dark or like horror, very dramatic. I've read pretty much all of these, and they're all really good. Of course, Psycho Cell, The Mortician, The Detour is like an 80s horror movie. The Ferryman, there's a ton of those, and they're all really good. They'll mess with your head. I think Orphan Bloodline's coming out soon. Their Charter is hungry. They want to do like at least 22 books this year. We want to do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we want to do a ton of books. I want to do. My goal is to do 3. We did 2 last year. I want to up our game and do 3. We're actually bringing on a colorist for issue number 3 so we can pick up our speed a little bit. Marco does fabulous work, but now he has a demand. Like he's writing. Excuse me. I always say writing because I'm writing. He's drawing my book. He's drawing Malka, and I think he's doing like an Alice in Wonderland series for Ember Press. And of course, people hire him to do commissions all the time. So he's getting busy. So it's like if we can bring on a colorist and just pick up that speed, we might be able to do 4 a year, and that would be great. So yeah, we're keeping busy. Oh, next week I'm starting to film the next short film. Yeah.
Oh boy. You are quite busy.
I'm always busy, but I mean, like, I'm always like, what's next? What's next? Let's keep going. Keep the momentum. So for those of you who are new to me, so Path of the Pale Rider is a comic book, but I also do other fun things with it. So the back cover is always a riddle to solve. And if you can solve that riddle, it actually sends you to places in the real world. So you can actually like interact with either other fans who have solved riddles and get bragging rights. You can interact with characters from the story. That's what's happening on issue 2. So once you solve the riddle, it triggers something where you get something in the mail and you get to interact with the character. Issue number 3, I have my sights on a secret YouTube video that if you find it, it's like being in the world, you know what I mean? Where you get to find things and like see either like CDC footage of when they were trying to figure out why death broke and they're dissecting people, or a phone number to call and it's something from the world on the message. I have this whole list of ideas, podcasts and secret videos, and yeah, so it's a great experience to kind of like fall down the rabbit hole. If you want to do that kind of thing, I think it's great. And then we're also doing short films. So there's 2 short films that are completed. The first one we did for issue 1 was like a commercial for the undead retirement community. So this is where like they claim that you go once you're undead. They pick you up, or you can reserve your spot. And there's different ones you can pick from. But it's like interspliced with riots and violence. So it's almost like white picket fences of what we wish the world was versus riots and violence, which is like the real world, what's actually happening in that world. Yeah. So it's a cool juxtaposition of that. I think that one's 2 minutes. And then we did a conspiracy theory video where the fans got to tell me what they think broke death. So we set that up as like, I was pretending to be a reporter. I was acting as a reporter and interviewing the fans or whoever wanted to be in the video. And they could say whatever they wanted, whatever they think, broke this. So they could say something completely crazy, or they could really come up with the theory. Like people were like, it's in the food, kind of like Last of Us, where it was like flour or sugar or something that the cordyceps got into, and it like was a worldwide thing. So people were doing the same thing, like sugar, food, organic things. What else do people say? Government, vaccines. And then some people were just like absolutely crazy, like voodoo pygmies and McDonald's and cats. So it's a fun watch. I like doing usually some kind of stunt at the end. Like I think the second one I got run over by a car. It was just funny. You want to see me get run over by a car?
I'm sure the audience will want to see that.
Let's see. We did a blooper reel too. That was fun. Hold on.
Good morning, Pasquale.
I should have sent. I did one. I could have dressed up in my chainmail with my Crusader outfit.
Yeah.
Days. It's all because of these non-believers.
Right. It's like it was a lot of fun, and like people came out and they really showed up, and they said some fun things, and we had just a good time. But that's what these are about. It's like, let's have a fun time, but
water in the water and vegetables.
That's the limits of life.
It's McDonald's.
There's McDonald's.
McDonald's broke death. And the reason I say that is if you think about it, their food doesn't burn. Their food was designed to be consumed by the dead. But see, if you take it, then you die. So it's the consumption of eating the food that only is made for that do not die. You get what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. All right.
We've spent all day asking people what they think.
What is this here?
There's some truly wild accusations out there, and let me say, we really have no idea.
Oh, shit.
So I like having fun, just doing crazy stuff, and Yeah. Keeps me entertained, keeps people on their toes. So like there's always something crazy. So yeah, we're gonna start doing the next one next week. So I have about 3 people that for sure are gonna be in it, but I'm still looking for other people that want to be in the short film. No acting, experience required. And in this one, there's actually going to be no dialogue from any of the extras. So real easy. You don't have to even talk. So fun times. I always like to have people show up and give me. Never got the Power Rangers hype?
You never got the Power Rangers hype, and there are figurines now where they crossed Power Rangers with characters from Street Fighter, Cammy, and Chun-Li. Looks like some fetish aliens.
No! I don't know. There was an appeal to it when I was a kid. And, like, it's one of those things that just doesn't age well. Like, you go back and try to watch it as an adult, and you're like, what are they? What is this? This is dumb, I tried to have my kids watch it. And they were even like, Mom, this is dumb. And I was like, all right, we can turn it off. Yeah. But, like, cartoons like He-Man, they just don't. Like, why were we watching that when we were kids? We just didn't know better.
Yeah, I think I watched Power Rangers because I liked old kung fu movies and I liked superheroes. So I was just like, yeah.
I always loved martial arts. Always. So it's like I was watching that when I was a kid because it was like kid appropriate martial arts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we've kind of graduated onto like the John Wicks and the raids and all of that fun stuff. And I know I actually get to practice martial arts. I started that 25 years ago, so that's fun too. So I write some really fun fights into the comic.
Well, that's one thing we're guaranteed is good action scenes because from experience.
Right. I feel bad for Marco sometimes because I'm like, just throw the craziest shit at him. He's like, I'm going to draw this how? And I'm like, I don't know, you figure it out.
And say hello to Pasquale and Oliver.
Hello,
Pasquale. His Sphinx cats are helping him watch and like the warm keyboard.
Of course.
Is that Sphinx cats? Is that the ones that like don't have any like fur?
Mm-hmm.
They're like all wrinkly looking.
Yeah, they look like angry old ladies.
Yeah.
But love them. Love them.
Man, they must get really cold easy. I wonder if he has like little coats for them and stuff.
Well, that's why they're on the keyboard. That's what I would do.
Put the link for Charter Comics.
There's Charter Comics. You can come check out all the titles there. I'm there. You can click and see all the people that are involved. We have lots of cool stuff. You can get issues 1 and pre-order 2. It's going to be dropping any day. I know I feel bad because I'm always like, is it today? And they're like, not today. I'm like, is it today? And they're like, not today, Laurie. Calm down. I'm like, I don't. There's no calming down.
Oh, come on now.
Ouch.
I talk to lots of women in my life. Nonsense.
Just not as cool as I am.
That's well, maybe. So it says keeping the momentum is important in comics. If you're 4 years late with your book and your backers already have grandchildren, they will forget why they care.
Right. I mean, typically we have a certain turnaround time, and we took an extra month because we did color. We weren't sure if we were going to do color or not. It just depended on how far we got into our stretch goals. So it's like when we had enough where we could successfully do color, we pulled the trigger, and it took like another week or 4 weeks. Excuse me. It took time for Marco to color 24 pages. But still, people were like, I haven't got my comic yet. And I'm like, I've been sending updates. Please. I'm like, I promise you it's coming. I'm like, it's just that we wanted to give you the best product possible. So we decided to do color, and it's coming any day now. But yeah, I get that. Like, we were talking about that last night. Like, people are 8 years late on their Kickstarter. Like, how is that? What?
Yeah.
That's just like highway robbery then, right? Because it's like you get all the money if you were successful, and you don't turn out a product.
Yeah, I don't see how they can, like, gosh. Well, I know how they can get away with it because the companies have that little thing, and nobody takes them to court over it because it's too expensive. But gosh, it ain't
for
right.
the crowdfunding.
Yeah,
because it's crowdfunding. It's not a sale.
Yeah,
You're not buying anything when you're crowdfunding.
You're
You're
pledging.
technically sending. You're pledging. You're sending money. You're technically donating money to the artist, hoping to have something in return.
That's shenanigans. Don't like it.
I agree.
I know. Well,
Right,
Kickstarter
but
even has that at the bottom. Like, this is a pledge. This is not a guarantee of anything. So that's
no,
their way out that they can't be held accountable. But still,
yeah, but it's also for the taxes. When you do your taxes, it's also donations. It's tax deductible for the backers, and it's also for you. You don't pay taxes. You don't charge taxes. So that's a donation. So it's not an income.
right. Unless you hit 20 grand and then you got to claim it. Trust me, I just figured this out.
Oh,
But
always here.
you claim them as income, but you do minus all
Minus
the expenses and stuff like that. So the amount is not an income. Your
Right.
income is how much you make off the campaign.
Right.
Gosh, to do that, to get that written off as donations, I'd have to go back through all my backings for the year. And, I don't know.
Well, that's why you keep it separate from your personal. Make a business.
Let's see.
See, even Pasquale says that crowdfunding is donating to get a project developed.
You don't often have guests that get run over by cars. Just you wait. I got all sorts of stuff planned for the next one. The next video I'm doing is a horror inspired video. So it'll have you on the edge of your seat, and there's probably going to be some blood. So, fun times.
What's this? Here's
Murder.
a pick of one. Drink and wine. Oh, gosh dang it. So you're going to make me go to the stream itself and have to click that link. Hold on. Let me bring it up here. Oh, that is weird. Okay. I see what he's talking about now. Let me share it.
What is it?
That's the new power.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah. That is odd. Does not work for me.
Julie's thighs and her hair tassels and her bracelets. I know Power Ranger.
Like why do they have the hair tassels on the helmet?
That's what I'm saying.
That's so odd. Dave says he wishes he could go back to being he was doing MMA, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Olympic wrestling. Even had an amateur fight. Now he's old and plump.
That's quite a list of things. I started in 1997 with Penchak Silat and Kali. Learned some Eskrima, so I'm pretty good at those three. And then just Filipino and Indonesian martial arts in general. And right now I am training Kali's Illustrissimo under Guru Vico Perrin, who's from the Christopher Ricketts line, in case that means anything to anybody. But it's basically like sword and dagger, just a lot of weapons, but it's so brutal and precise. The guy that founded the art has this crazy history and was like, for part of the time, he was a hitman for the mob in Manila. So that was his job. It's just to kill people. So, So
learning from the best.
Her learning from a hitman that died of old age. So that's to be said, for something. So interesting.
At least it's a proven style. And then it says, look at this way, Dave. It's still self-defense. Nobody's going to carry you away or pick a fight with you to prove your toughness.
This is true. And that's usually for men. But women, this is different. As soon as we start talking about martial arts, some troll always shows up and says, prove it, try this technique or do this or do that, or let me see this or challenge. It's crazy. It's crazy. So usually the time I just delete them. I was like, you are not worth my time.
Yeah.
If you want to come to my house and I can stab you, be my guest.
Nobody is, there's definitely nobody going to be carrying away Dave. That's
I don't know what Dave looks like, so
I'm sorry, Dave.
I was gonna say Stay Puff.
Ouch.
But that's the only thing that came up to my head. Or the Michelin.
Lasagna chef then? Oh, you're a lasagna chef now?
No.
You're a lasagna chef?
Oh, Dave knows how to make a mean lasagna.
Dave just answered, "Hey, Chris, that is true. Mean, but true."
Yeah. Dang. Welcome to the show, everybody. We'll insult you to your face, and then you can reply in the chat. We may or may not respond.
It's not called the morning roast for nothing.
I see what you did there.
That's why we named it the roast.
Investment.
It's so weird. I have seen like Kickstarters take off. I have seen people work their ass off and get nowhere. It's just really bizarre. I think you really got to put in the time and be passionate about it. Talk about your project. Yeah, come follow me on Twitter too. We can verbally spar. That's fun. It's I don't know. Kickstarter crowdfunding in itself is just a weird animal. It's like it's a love-hate relationship. I love doing it. I hate doing it. I don't know. I compare it to like giving birth because nobody likes to give birth. It's super painful. But then we have more kids. I don't know. Just got to do it. You want your book out there? Get it done.
I like your fancy mic, Laurie.
Oh, thank you. I just got this. Hopefully it sound okay. I
Sounds good.
My husband got it for Christmas for me. Thank you, hubby.
I like it. It's nice. It's there in the picture, so
Yeah.
It's more interactive, I guess. I see a lot of people have those kind of hanging mics like that. I'm like, that looks pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's on its own arm, so I can like move it around.
Yeah, I mean, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I couldn't get one like that though.
It has like a sock thingy for it. I've never put on
Why not?
one of these.
Oh, is that supposed to make it better or something?
I don't know. Let's try it.
I got
It
a
has
Blue
Velcro?
Yeti, and then you can get one. You just have to do is get an arm.
No, I'm not getting one like that, Sam. No.
I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it.
I don't trust the chat or anything. It looks too vaguely phallic, and I feel like they would just make comments.
Okay.
I don't want to do it either because I think it's phallic. And I'm afraid I'm going to break it on camera, and that would just be terrible. So I'm going to put this away.
I don't trust him. I don't trust Pale Rider in the chat. I feel like he would.
Why? Why? What's he going to do?
Mm.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't trust him because I might have to meet him in August. Nope.
Oliver, I pronounce my last name Calcaterra. Pretty easy. It's just long. It's way better than my maiden name, which was Shafransky and has like Z's in it. Not a real chef, but he's cooking videos, so here in the roast title. Gotcha.
Pascal's
Now you're
Italian
from Chicago.
family.
My lasagna is pretty good too. Not that I'm an actual Italian, but my in-laws are. So I got that recipe.
I love me some pasta.
I know, I'm hungry. Let's talk about this. Let's go eat. You know what I'm gonna do for next campaign? I'm really excited about is make hot sauce.
Oh, neat.
Look. There we go. It has Jude and Big James on it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh,
This one my buddy Chris made, but I was inspired, so I'm going to tackle it myself.
Yeah,
So, but I'm going to make like boxes, some custom made wooden boxes, so they go in. They look real cool. So I'll work on that. But so we'll have hot sauce. We'll have secret background levels. I think we're doing tumblers this time, so some custom made like tumblers for either cold or hot drinks. A couple T-shirts, metal covers, more Funko Pops.
Yeah, down at the con I go to, there's people that set up for hot sauce, and they have a bandolier of hot sauce bottles.
That's awesome, like little 2-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'll walk around. Some of them, like, they'll have one of them walking around the con and stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome. I usually wear fake bullets, so it's a good time. Look,
Oliver's never done a lasagna. Oliver, what are you doing?
It's the sauce. You got to have really good sauce, and you want to make sure that you layer it correctly. Ooh, this is my Big James Funko Pop that I just got last week.
Look at that.
Yeah, ain't he cool?
That is cool.
We had a Jude St. Clair from the first Kickstarter, which we made available for more people. Okay, so in my Kickstarter, we usually have just one Funko Pop available of the new character, and then we open it up in the next Kickstarter. So issue number 2, last campaign, people could order, as many people, I think up to 50, could order the Jude St. Clair Funko, and then only one person is getting the brand new Big James. So next campaign, everybody can get Big James, and then there'll be a new design, which only one person can get, which is the highly collectible. Look, his head comes off because he's so giant. But look at all that detail, man. But I just love, like, the detail they put into these boxes. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool how they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Jude St. Clair in the box. And I love how on the back, like, this is the cover for issue number 1, and this is the cover for issue number 2. So with every consecutive Funko that comes out, we'll update the cover, so that it'll show the cover for 3 and then the new character for 3, which will be fun. So there he is. And then he's standing on that box of bones, by the way.
Yeah, so people have to be quick if they want to get their copy. Get it.
Yeah, if someone wants the new character, there's only one of those, but it's a pretty high level tier. But someone gets it every time. So you want that one. I also have a really cool backer award where we're going to draw you in the comic getting mauled by Big James here, because he comes back. He makes an appearance in issue number 3. So guaranteed gruesomeness, because he will
popular demand.
Your face off. So that'll be fun. So that'll be good. People love him. See all his.
Yeah, well, I'm making him.
All his scars and all his wounds. He actually has a really big neck wound, but it's just, with the pops, it's like it's hard to get it all in there. There's the close-up of he has like a Y-shaped scar over his eye. So does another one of the characters in issue 2. He has a big Y-shaped scar over his eye. So they're the same. Let's see what's over here. Okay, just making sure.
Poor soul. He hates Funko Pops.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He says at least the bear resembles something, but the cowboy has those dead eyes.
Yeah, he does. Wait, let's see here. We have a close-up of Jimmy. Look, this guy is smoking the cigarette. He has that same Y-shaped scar in his eye. I wonder what that means.
What's that about?
Yeah. There we go. So
suspicious.
I love that kind of stuff where it's like, what does that mean?
Oliver likes the Funko.
Thank you.
Sugar, is that shirt vintage? No, it's not. No, this ain't vintage. This is from the Cyberforce Kickstarter that they did for the. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Whoops, something just fell over. For the volume 1 hardcover here.
Ooh.
Of it. Yeah, nice and fancy.
Wow. Look at that.
It even came with a nice little inside sketch thing there. It's signed, I think.
I want to touch.
Yeah.
Where'd Sin go?
I don't know. I think he might have had a phone call or something, because I heard something that sounded like a phone call, and then he went quiet, and then he was gone.
Oh, Sim.
That dang Sim. He actually shows up on time and then he disappears.
It's hard to get good help.
I don't know. Oh, he's fussing about that Funko again.
You know what? I don't know. People love them, though. People love Funkos.
Yeah.
So give the people what they want.
Well,
right?
I mean, I guess because it's a cheap collectible they can put on their shelf,
Well, mine aren't cheap because they're custom made. So it's like they're meant to look like a Funko, but they don't cost. They're quite expensive compared to a Funko.
Oh yeah. I've seen some of those custom ones, and they get pricey.
But they're so cool. It's I don't know. There's something about seeing your characters come to life. You know what I mean? It's like to see them on the page, to see them acting out the things that were in your head, and then to start seeing them on like merchandise, like T-shirts and keychains, and you know what I mean. It's like it's amazing that people want the things that I think are cool, and they're my characters. I like cosplaying as my characters too. That's fun. So. I can't wait. It's like I want to make a deck of cards where the face cards are the characters from the story.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten far enough. I haven't introduced all the people yet.
Yeah, I don't want no spoilers.
So, I mean, we could do it and just offer no explanation about who some of the people are.
I bought a nice deck of cards a long time ago.
Let's see.
Yeah, back 2017 called Odyssey.
Nice.
I thought they were kind of cool. They were set up, I think, at a con.
I collect playing cards too.
Based on like old timey naval stuff.
Let's see.
Like the mermaid and the.
Joke's on you. It's not a mermaid, it's a manatee. I like what's there.
Let me see. The ace is here.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's the thing is like I figure out what I want my aces to be. Or like just the general design of each suit.
All the like numbered cards are just like map pieces.
Yeah. Oh, they're map. That's cool.
Yeah. And then like your royalty is like admiralty and stuff. It's like an admiral, and then he's also a survivor out on an island and stuff.
Huh.
It's like the opposites kind of thing. Like,
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice how they did it.
So Eilon is like, get a bookshelf. What? You don't like his stack of books there? Just on top of the pile.
Right. I'll get one eventually. Oh, it's Sims.
What country is my comic book shipping from? United States. Yeah, I live in Texas. My printer is also in Texas. So what's nice about it is that they can print them and I can go pick them up. So I don't have to wait like 4 to 6 weeks on shipping and all that extra fun stuff. It's hard. Printing is hard. If you've never printed a comic book, there's so many things that can go wrong. They can short you. They can misprint stuff. I have a girlfriend right now who is printing comics, and they she ordered 500 comics and they shorted her by like 475.
Wow.
And she was like, where's the rest of my comics? And they're like, what are you talking about? You only ordered 25. She's like, yeah, I paid X dollars for this many comics. You either ship me my comics or you send me a refund. And they were refusing to refund her. It sucks. Things show up damaged, and then the shipping company doesn't want to reimburse you because it's not technically their fault. It's bad. So I love the fact that my printer is here. Charter Comics handles a lot of that for me, where they help format and then they deal directly with the printer on my behalf, so I don't have to. And then like McLean McGuire, who's one of the CEOs at Charter, will do like quality control. So he'll open the box and he'll make sure the comics actually look good before he tells me to come get them. So I don't have to worry about any of that, which is super, super nice. And the fact that I can just get in the car and go see McLean and be like, pick up all my comics, instead of shipping and waiting for the comics is like the worst. It's like Christmas, but it's never coming. It's like when we got the first book, it was like, it's coming tomorrow. And then it was like, delayed. Coming tomorrow. Delayed. Oh. Okay.
He crosses the El Paso, Texas almost
So
every
wait a
week.
minute. What do you mean cross to El Paso? You're in Mexico?
Yep. He's south of the border.
Are you?
And I'll get a bookshelf when I dang well feel like it's sold.
He has a method. It's just madness. His
That's
method is
right.
madness.
I had a bookshelf, fell over and broke apart. So I'll get one
Oh,
again.
you gotta anchor that to the wall, man.
Was that the one with your nice manga collection?
No, that one's built into the wall. It's fine. No, that was one I got. What was it? I think I got it as good as new, and I put it together, and I had it setting up in the second room there where the manga is, and I was putting my graphic novels in it, and then it fell over. So I said,
I'm
I'm
like
done.
so far away from you, Oliver. It's like being I'm in like north of Dallas by an hour, so it takes me as long as it gets to Dallas as it is for me to get to Oklahoma. So I'm yeah, on the other side of the planet, pretty much. Texas is giant. It's like you can drive for 12 hours and still be in Texas.
But let me see here. Since Pascali was asking, yeah, Pascali, you can if you're interested,
Here I
you
am.
can go on Charter Comics here, their website, and they have her book available.
Yeah.
You can get number 1, but you can
Number
also
1 is
pre-order
stock.
number 2.
Number 2 is supposed to be printed any day now. It's going through like the proof process to make sure that everything is correct, and then he's going to run them all. Everything's been ordered.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Or you can go to my webpage. I have to update some of the prices because it still has the prices from when we ran campaign number 1. But that's where you can get some of the other merch, like the keychains, the T-shirts. I'm going to be adding more stuff. You know how it goes. Every issue that comes out, we add more things.
Yeah, that's the one, this WordPress one.
Yeah, and you don't even have to type in the WordPress. You can just type in pathofthepalerider.com. We come right up.
Yeah.
I need to spend some time in that website. Websites are hard. It probably gets the least amount of attention. There we are.
Let's see. And
There's my
then that'll be
PayPal. We got a shop. Yeah, we got stuff.
PayPal.
Updates. The
This
updates
was
is like from last year. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So I'll drop the price on the ones from the previous issues. You know what I mean? I'll match what Charter has on their webpage. The new issues I usually do for a little bit more, just because cost me. Well, the issue 2 cost me double what I had to to print versus issue 1 because we did full color. So.
Oh, a lot of sold out.
Yeah, everything's good. I'll have to redo something. If people are interested, I can always make another order. But it's one of those things like once they're gone, if people, if they're interested, I'll make more.
Yeah, so
that's the Jude St. Clair T-shirt with. Scroll down to that one, the black and white image. Keep going.
No.
That T-shirt right there, where Jude's doing this.
Uh-huh.
That's the ASL symbol for bullshit.
Okay.
And then the hand symbols below spell out POTPR in American Sign Language, which is, of course, Path of the Pale Rider.
Nice.
So, I love that shirt. I have one around. I think it's downstairs.
Yeah, we got
the
cover by Rich.
Yeah, I have a cover by Rich. And then Ken Salinas, and then 2 guys that were involved with Path of the Pale Rider from the beginning. David Rodriguez and Everett Watkins, who are both friends of mine. I usually have a cover from David Rodriguez every issue. I don't know. He's out of town right now, so I don't know. I might be short on variant covers compared to the last campaign on this one. We'll see. I want one from another Charter artist. His name is David Sanchez, who does amazing work. So I might have to invest in that guy. But I love, one of my favorites is that red one, the Welcome to Santa Claus cover. It's like a Christmas tree covered in zombie parts. And Everett Watkins writes and does the art for a young adult series called Boog the Outcast. It's Boog.
Mm-hmm.
And he's published with Scout. And when he was doing this one, he was cracking me up because mine is like so gory and zombies and like death, dying, destruction, and his is like little fairy creatures, like elfin creatures that live in the forest and like finding your way and stuff like that. So he was like, I'm getting grossed out by my own art. And I was just laughing. But look how awesome it turned out. Like, there's a zombie squirrel in there. It's like the guy at the very top of the tree, we named him David because he's a star.
There we go.
Yeah. It's got like crows and it just cracks me up. But I mean, it's very telling about where Jude is going because he's going into Santa Claus. And you have this juxtaposition of this welcome to Santa Claus. However, this very unwelcoming image of if you are undead, we're going to basically use you for decoration or signage or a warning. You are not welcome, in other words.
Yeah, I thought this was like a Christmas cover or something.
Yeah, it is a Christmas cover because we were completing in June. And then, of course, we decided to do color. So here we are in July and then now February.
Gotcha. Let's see. Sim, you know that his manga is treated differently. The only one of his comics that has stories is probably Fight Man. I'll have you know, I got all those long boxes right there.
Oh, no.
They're all bag and board in long boxes.
Yeah.
You give me sass.
And all your mangas are on a nice little display.
What am I supposed to do here? You want me to put every single comic floppy I got on a nice display on a bookshelf?
No, you know what I think about floppies, you know.
It's like, but
That's a Marinus type of thing.
You get so many things that are cool, it's like you can't display them all. There isn't enough wall space, you know?
You wouldn't have that problem if you had you had trade paperbacks and
Right.
editions. I'm just saying.
Right.
It's good on the shelf.
Wait until we get a trade paperback.
Like,
we're gonna probably do first 4, and then we'll do the next 3 and the next 3 because we have 13 issues for like the whole first arc, and then we'll probably have another 12 for the second arc, and then a third arc, and then it's done. Like there's an actual ending to this story, so.
And I'm probably gonna take even better care of even my graphic novels than my mangas, technically, because I'm gonna put them in a little bag and then put them in my long boxes. And
like actual the floppies? Yeah, because I mean they're boarded and bagged, right? They're not out to the elements.
That'll take care of them even better than the mangas because they don't have the bag and all. So
yeah.
Jeez. Soul says we got stuff.
We
as
got
a
stuff.
pragmatic pick.
I know that's like my thing. We got stuff. Well, it's like I have a bunch of things, but it's like some of them are sold out right now, and it's like I'm just kind of waiting on people to tell me that they want them, and then it's like we'll do them again. But it's hard. It's hard being an independent because you got to be careful where you spend your dollar, right? So if I'm spending money on keychains and patches, it's like I need money to pay Marco too. So it's like I can't get all willy-nilly with, oh, I love this one. This is the cover to the Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Yeah, I was trying to put that as the thumbnail, but I don't know how to size the things to fit.
Oh.
Really?
So Marco DeFillo did the cover, but he was so busy doing the comic that I had David Rodriguez do the interior of this book. It's way different. It's not a comic, but it does have illustrations. It's a choose your own adventure like you read as a kid, but much more adult topics. So it's based off of this world. You start out in a saloon in the wasteland, and you get to run bounties. So you get to pick the bounty that you want to run, and you get to pick if you get weapons, what kind of weapons, and then you get options of how you act on that bounty, and a lot of times you die. Sorry, but it wouldn't be any fun if you just made it through the end on the first try. So
that's true.
But I do have like a save spot. So you get about halfway through. If you died after that halfway point, you just go back to the halfway point. You don't have to start all over. Yeah, so I have pity. But it's really fun. You get to explore and see new characters that actually will show up in the story later. So that's kind of cool because you get to see a close up of like the Skinner and like Jane Doe and more of the bounty hunters in the wasteland. And then later on in the story, Jude comes across these people and you already know who they are. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. It ties back in.
Yeah, but then you get to see how long you would survive in this world too, and some of the crazy, ethical or unethical decisions that you have to make to survive. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Would you kill a kid to survive?
I'm not answering that.
I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but there is a path that way. That when you take that path, that's one of the questions. Is like, do you shoot a kid or do you let him? Do you try and hide him, or do you, what do you do? That kid isn't always nice either, so.
Oliver says the proof process is so tedious. We're currently going back and forth with our printer fixing things.
Yeah, and a lot of it's just like silly formatting. For me, the program that they use, I use Procreate to letter. And for some reason, the files that I send from Procreate, when it gets to the printer, for the splash pages and anything where the color goes to the edge, if it's not formatted perfectly, then it makes it into a negative image. So all the color is negative. And I'm like, really? How is this even possible? So fun times. Sometimes it creates issues that are not there. This is a perfect page. Just print it. Please work.
Oliver's asked me what mangas. I have a lot of manga, Oliver.
This book is a manga size, by the way, so it would fit on your shelf.
Yeah, my bookshelf it's pretty big. So yeah, I have a lot of manga.
It's not right behind you?
Name all of them. No, it's in the other room.
Attack on Titan.
I'm not.
You're not even gonna.
I'm not big on Attack on Titan. Like, I was never big on Attack on Titan. Like once like they started being able to turn into the Titans and stuff, I stopped caring.
Well, I thought it was cool with the one guy, but then you found out there was a lot more, and you're like, what the?
Yeah,
I thought it was good. I like Attack on Titan. They keep you coming back for more. What's in the basement?
Always goes up 5 octaves. It's defensive.
Hyper.
Wrong box for trades. Get a shelf.
Not for trade.
Okay. No.
Yes,
I don't want
that
it.
notion.
No. You know how many bookshelves I'd have? No way. I'll just put it in.
Start by one and we'll see.
Well, see, the thing is like I have kids, so you can't have nice things when you have kids, right? So it's like you got to get the bookshelf and you got to put your stuff that you want like all the way to the top so they can't reach it. Otherwise, you come home and you find them reading your signed copies and you're like, I'm going to kill you. Rich's copy. Yeah. There's a card game. Does Jude win it? We'll have to wait and find out. I love that cover. He was like, I'm throwing in twins. I'm throwing in, ooh, look at this girl and the bartender. And he's like, look at Jude. And he's got all aces, but they got skulls on it. His disc is on the table. His beer's overflowing. And he's telling me all this as he's drawing it. And he drew this in like the concept in like 15 minutes while I was on the phone with him. And then he just like sent it to me. He's like, here, like this. And I was like, you drew that while we were talking? And he was like, yeah. That's amazing. That man is just, he's crazy and I love him, but so talented. You know?
That cover reminds me of Gambit so much.
Yeah, he does look like a Gambit to me. And especially with the cards, it's fitting. We should have drawn him with a dead man's hand, the aces and eights. And think about it until he had already eaten it.
Yeah. Laurie says, did the kid step on my flowers?
Look at the flowers.
Is the kid a prick? Then the answer is easy.
Well, you don't know if he's a prick or not. There's kids in the story that have an agenda just like everybody else. So be careful when you're walking around in the choose your own adventure. Your heartstrings will pull, to try and save the kid, and then the kid might kill you. So you don't know.
Earl says long boxes are for floppies.
And hello, Courtney.
They're for whatever I put them in. Put in them.
It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. That's amazing.
Hey, Courtney.
Sure.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely a rich cover.
I mean, you can tell his style.
Yeah. And she says, all kids are bricks.
Most of them, yeah. Or at least some portion of the day they are, it's like, can we get a break?
Yeah, until they hit their 30s.
Yeah, really. And they start realizing, like, we don't know anything. Mom? Whatever.
That's one of the things I told one of my kids one day. He's like, you're you can be arrogant all you want, kid, but I can tell you one thing. You know what? When you reach 35, you'll think that at 21, you're a fucking dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me and he's like, fair enough.
Yep.
He just looked at me like,
you probably are not even an adult until you're 28.
Mm-hmm. But even there's things in life that will change you, like,
Yep.
Realizing things about your parents, taking care of your parents, or kids, or certain things.
Yeah. Growing up is hard to do.
Like I've always said, like one of the biggest thing about having a kid, it's realizing how the moment you realize, oh fuck, mom, I'm sorry. Or,
Yup.
Or dad or whatever. But there's always one that you're like, oh fuck, I was a dick.
Some of them, and it's like they can be so cute while they're acting like a dick at the same time, and you're like.
But that's the thing, is that they act like dicks, you're pissed at them, and then you have a flashback of you facing your parent.
Yeah.
And you're like,
do the same thing.
Fuck, it's
me. I did this. Like when your parents are always like, I hope you have a kid just like you someday.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. Yeah, it's always the same thing.
And then you do, and you're like, God damn it. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with Ken Salinas, but he does covers for Image all the time. He has a cover for I Hate Fairyland that just came out last year. So he just
I need to get the trades for that. I Hate Fairyland.
I Hate Fairyland is great.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed what I read.
He did a variant for Twig, which is a great series.
I got the first one for the girls.
Yeah. So he does amazing work. He is really well known. And when I was at Cowtown, it was one of my second con, right, guys? I mean, like, I'm pretty new when it comes to the creator scene. And I'm walking around and I'm meeting all the peeps on the artist style. And, like, he didn't even have time to, really talk to me because everybody was wanting a piece of him, talking to him, buying his stuff. But he was like, hold on, Laurie's here. And he, made time to talk to me. And he gave me the original of this, which is really cool. I mean, like, I have it.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that was, and it's signed and everything.
Oh, fancy.
So I had no idea. Hold on, focus, people. I had no idea that I was getting the original. So he was just like, this is for you. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Let me take a picture with it. And I went to hand it back to him. He's like, what are you doing? That's yours to keep. And I was like, oh, So it's amazing. So he's a really cool guy. I appreciated that. Then like William Russell was super busy, but like still everybody took the time to like say hi to me and like, oh, you're new to Charter. Nice to meet you. This is me. This is what I do. What do you do? And like we did a lot of like, hey, you want to read my comic? Here's a copy. You give me your copy. Like we were doing a lot of like that too. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds like it was an exciting, positive time.
Yeah, I mean, like cons are cons. You're there all day. You can have a good time if you want to, or you can be miserable if no one's at your table. So have fun, I always do things and make shenanigans, but then people come to your table because shenanigans. So
that's true.
I love going to cons with Marco, my artist, because he'll set up half a table with his art. So, people are usually looking for one or the other. They're either looking for comics or they're looking for original art. So when we had both on the same table, we would draw everybody, So that was cool. Or like they would start talking to him, look through his art, and then talk about the comic and like take some of each. Or, it's just it worked out good. Plus, you have someone to like talk to, and I think we were like planning out the next issue while we were there. So,
That's her
an
nephew.
adorable jerk. That's what they all are.
Mm-hmm.
Feral children.
She said she
Don't
was
do
a
that.
teacher.
You were a teacher?
Oh, I didn't know that, Courtney.
God bless
That's
your
cool.
heart.
And she says she likes the art style a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Ken Salinas cover. Well, hello. The interiors are all done by Marco DeFillo.
Say she's got to bounce though. Have a great one. You could check out that link. Much love. Yeah, you too, Courtney. It was good to have you pop in for a minute.
We're going to be Kickstartering in March for issue number 3. So follow along. I'm trying to get that pre-launch approved so I can start sharing that link. People can sign up. But we're going to keep going. There's no reason to stop. So
you definitely got some good looking covers.
Thank you. Yeah, William Russell's doing one for 3. So I'm excited to see that. And then I'm going to try and get one from David Sanchez. And then I don't know who else. I'm thinking Jim O'Reilly. I want a cover from Jim O'Reilly. He's pretty good. Yeah. Just today I was like, Marco, let's start working on the cover for 3. I'm sure he's like, you're crazy, but I'm not. I want to see it. So we should be getting some new stuff coming soon.
Yeah, I do like that one. That one looks cool.
This is actually a double cover. It's what do they call that? Spread cover. So it folds in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's an inside joke about it. If you've read issue number 1, when you fold this cover, it cuts off the horse's head.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Marco has a weird sense of humor because I was like, did you do this on purpose? He's like, well, yes and no. He was like, it makes people look, to the back page because, if the picture's cut off, you want to open it up and see the whole picture. And I was like, yeah, but issue number 1. And he's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. He's like, yep, that was funny too. So there's a lot to it. But I mean, like,
on the positive, all he's got to do is just stitch the head back on, and he's good.
You have to read the issue to find out what happens to the horse.
It'll be okay.
I'm not going to say. You got to read it. It definitely hurt Jude's feelings. A Jude behind bars with a zombie face. I don't know. Maybe. Does this happen at the end of number 2? You'll have to read to find out.
I don't know.
He does get in a pretty intense bar fight. Will they shoot him? Stick him? I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I'm just not telling.
Oh my.
Good time.
Be quiet, Sim.
I know. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. I just had a phone call from my brother in the hospital. That's what, and then my computer crashed. That's why I went missing for a few seconds.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, I'm good.
Oh, look, I love how my webpage won't show images. So the magnets are missing. What's that? The stickers. The stickers are missing. Oh yeah, we do a collectible sticker with every issue too. So I have like an early bird special where you get like the PDF and the physical copy of issue whatever we're on. So this will be issue 3, and then a collectible sticker, which usually is an image or something from that issue, which I think is like important. So I wish I could show it to you, but the webpage doesn't want to do it. I love technology. Didn't I mention I got to work on my webpage because it's hard. So we have a sticker for number 2. I didn't do magnets this time. I did a stretch goal of 5x7 glossies of a spectacular splash page that had Marco color. It's that Big James standing behind Jude St. Clair. Marco colored that, so everybody that back to physical level is getting a 5x7 of that just tossed in there.
Nice.
Bag, yeah. And I got a couple of silly things to throw in there too. I like doing extras, and my thank you cards are known for having riddles in them, and blacklight messages, and I did some. I had a question on the survey that was Beats Bears or Battlestar Galactica because The Office, and it's funny. So depending on how you answered that question, you get something. So
Okay. I never watched The Office.
it's pretty good. The first few seasons are really good. And then of course they start switching people out, and then it gets iffy. That's my opinion. Like when they bring in new characters, sometimes it works. Like Andy works, but when what's the actor that plays Michael Scott? What's his name? He plays Gru. He was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. What's the guy's name? Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, hold on. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's his name? Oh my god, we're so terrible, you guys. My nerd card has been revoked.
I don't watch The Office, so I don't know.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, there you go.
When he gets replaced, he leaves the show eventually. When he gets replaced and they start having a slew of other actors fill his spot, I kind of lost interest at that point and stopped watching. But once they had the original cast all in there, it was so funny. It's so funny. Like there's the character named Kevin. Go just YouTube these things and watch what happens. It's like Kevin with the chili, parkour, and like, what is it? Jim, one of the main characters, Jim, he plays a bunch of pranks on this character named Dwight. Hilarious. You gotta watch it. And Dwight Schrute is this really weird character who has a beet farm. And so that was one of the like jokes is like Jim dressed up as Dwight and came to work as Dwight, and their desks are right next to each other, right? So he's dressed as Dwight and he has glasses like Dwight, and he's like, question, Beats, Bears, or Battlestar Galactica? Because those are all three things that Dwight loves, and Dwight's just so mad. And he's like, identity theft is a real thing, Jim. Like you have to watch it. So
I've seen clips, and I remember, what was it? Like an older guy that was working in the office that I thought was kind of interesting, because I remember like at one point he's like selling IDs to like underage kids and doing all this other stuff. And I was like, what in the world is this guy?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Crazy, man.
Like Jim plays another prank on Dwight, where Jim gets transferred to a different office and sends faxes to the other office that they used to be at. So he's sending faxes to Dwight from Dwight on his own stationery, and he's saying it's Dwight from the future. So he's messing with Dwight from the fax machine. He's like, don't let Stanley drink the coffee. So like Dwight just runs over to this guy Stanley, like smacks a coffee out of his hand, and she's what the fuck? It's funny.
There he is. Who is his? What's his character's name?
Oh, what is his name? That guy. Just look up The Office.
Creed. Yeah, Creed.
Yeah.
Bratton.
And like, there's a character named Toby. Nobody likes Toby.
I never watched The Office.
So funny.
Yeah, like I kept seeing like clips of that Creed guy, and I was like, what?
And they like break the fourth wall at times, where they'll just talk to a specific. It's like a mockumentary, right? So the characters will sit down in a chair and talk directly into the camera, like they're asking questions and like react to some of these things. It's so funny. Oh man. Now there's a lot of people that are famous because of The Office now. You know what I mean?
He says Stanley the hentai
On Krasinski.
I never watched The Office, but I watched some episode from that other thing, was Space Force thing. That was funny.
Space Force. I haven't gotten into that one. Stanley's just so funny. It's all funny. Just go watch like the first few episodes. It's really good.
Yeah, the con I go to, they had a bunch of The Office people there.
Really?
It wasn't Steve Carell, but it was like the one that
Creed.
There was like 4 of them that was part of the office. I think that was there.
Skip
They did
season.
like they did a Q&A and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, skip season 1, he says.
No, you can't. I mean, like, it gets better as you get in further, but you got to know the characters and their basis. So it's like you can't really skip season 1. But I know what you mean. Like, if I were to go back and rewatching season 1 is kind of hard, but it's still funny. Oh, I have not seen the last episode of Last of Us that came out on Sunday. Everybody's been sick in my house, so it's like I need to go watch that. And then the next one's coming out on Friday, isn't it?
Didn't even watch the first one.
I think it was good.
You didn't think it was good?
Sam?
I didn't even watch the first one yet.
It's pretty good. Well, I mean, did you play the video game?
I love the first video game. The second one, I don't even want to touch it.
Oh, were you traumatized, Sam?
Come
You
again?
get attached to those characters and when they kill them off at the end, Sam.
No.
No.
I don't mind if they die in a whatever. That's not it. It's actually what they did with it. I just don't. I was not interested.
I haven't played the second one either.
Never played the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It sticks pretty close to the video game, so I think creators should. When I say creators, I mean like production, TV shows, stuff like that. When they are adapting a property that already has an audience, try to stick to the content if you want to keep that audience. I think that's what helps them succeed. That's why I think Last of Us is doing so well, is because it's really sticking to the material pretty closely. They vary sometimes, but it's mostly,
I don't know. All I know is that most of the fandom of the freaking of the first game really did not like the second game, and there was a lot of
Well, that's a different story.
There was a lot of blowback on the fact that they put I'll try and be vague, but not vague, but you know what I mean. Technically, if you haven't played it, it's technically you find out that big what was it? Lesbian, transsexual, something comes in and kills everybody and kills the main character. Get it? That's the entire thing. That manly looking woman, she comes and
Abby
and ruins both main characters.
That was pretty upsetting. I'll just say
so that's why a lot of people went like
it cast that part
and went ballistic, and me just that went like, oh, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
I really love the game.
With it. But it's still better than like anything that they've done with Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Like nobody accepted any of that stuff. It's not good. They keep trying to say like it's in the same world, but we're doing something new. But then like you lose your audience, or like what's happening with The Witcher. You know what I mean? Where they're so off of the main points of the books that even the actors are like, I quit. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'm always iffy when they want to translate something from either a comic or a video game to the screen. It's like
I don't know. So far, every time I had my hopes, I had my high hopes for something. Usually, I started watching it, or you hear the first episode are good, and then it turns to vinegar. I just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's like they try to draw you in with the first couple episodes, and then they start changing. And you're like, oh. But that's what I was going to say. I didn't see the last episode, but we'll see.
That's why you gotta be like me, Sam, and have no hope for anything modern.
Well, I mean, I have no hope for anything Resident Evil. It's like they keep turning out stuff, and we get our hopes up, and then they all crash and burn. Floating down the river on fire.
I believe that I don't have to have somebody like slap me in the face more than 3 times before I start learning my lesson.
You're like, I'm just not gonna watch this one.
Or I'm gonna wait and see the reviews and binge watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the reviews are good or I hear good comments, I'll binge watch the motherfucking thing.
Welcome to Raccoon City. I don't know. It was one of those. It's like you watch So you just gotta make up your own. It was one of the better ones. We'll just say that. Hey, Pops, how are
Hey,
you?
Pop. Let's see. Yeah, I got a question for you, Sim.
Hey, yo.
What?
It's me.
My brother sent me the link to this con that's happening in Roanoke. I'm wondering if you know any of the people here. Like,
Peyton, Walking Dead.
yeah, that's that Walking Dead fella.
Uh-huh.
I just caught up.
He's the one that did like Venom and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a writer, no? Because they're showing like Bagley's cover in the back. So what did he do?
He says he did work on Venom
He's
1
an
through 6.
artist.
So maybe he's an inker or something. Because why are they showing Mark Bagley's art?
Says he's an artist.
Says he's an artist. He's worked on Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, but it doesn't say what. It's like interiors, covers.
Says he worked on the Venom Lethal Protector number 1 through 6. Venom.
That was Mark Bagley.
He was involved in it.
Okay, fine.
I remember his name on it.
That's what I'm saying. But I was asking if he was the inker of it. You go, no, he was the artist. I'm like, dude, Mark Bagley drew that goddamn thing. Okay, keep going.
Huh. Pop says that he interviewed Sam a couple years ago at Grand Rapids Comic-Con. And Sam is Venom? What do you mean Sam is Venom? Like he's the voice of Venom or what?
He definitely.
It says he's an artist, fellas. Like, oh,
seems to be involved in a lot of Venom stuff.
You too. You can always come hang out with me on the Tuesday morning brew. I'm on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on. Yep. Follow my Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I got groups for Path of the Pale Rider. If you just look up Path of the Pale Rider, I'm everywhere. I got a Facebook, a Twitter, a TikTok, an Instagram. I'm just about everywhere. So come join along with the shenanigans and follow along for issue number 2, which will be out as soon as possible. And then we're going to be turning around and starting on number 3. So it's the first thing that comes up when people talk about Venom.
Apparently he worked on the first Predator comic.
Cool. Oh, this guy.
Oh, yeah, that's the same.
Sabretooth, yeah. Wrestlers.
Billy Gunn and $1 Million Man, hell yeah. Guy worked on the Thrawn series. Yeah, you know this Michael Watkins?
Nope.
I don't know him.
Creator of the series Guardians, published by Harbor Studios.
I don't know that one.
Not familiar.
You worked on Sonic.
Oh, good for him. As long as it wasn't ugly as Sonic. Right.
Yeah, I don't know him.
So far nobody I really know.
Sure.
Who this?
Another wrestler.
It's a voice actor. Yeah,
voice actress, yeah.
You know that one, Arthur.
Massively influential and accomplished artist known for his work on Marvel Zombies. Ooh, Deadpool, Black Panther, and Kiss Zombies.
It says he's done stuff for like heavy metal and all.
Yeah.
Arthur sued him. Okay,
so yeah. Dealer.
Yeah, there was yeah. I've heard of him. There was a lot of stupid shit happening with him.
Oh, okay.
You could check it out. It happened at cons.
Renee Witter. How do you say that? Witter Stater?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She worked with Byrne on the.
There you go, Rick Leonardi. I love that guy. Yeah. Spider-Man 2099 is my jam. Love
cool.
I was just say that's where I know him from is 2099.
You worked on the X-Men too. He was one of the early X-Men before Jim Lee and stuff during the Sylvester year.
Of course, there's Eagle and Nascenti.
One of my favorite writers. I love Longshot #1.
Williams. Wow, look at all that stuff. Holy moly.
Keith Williams.
Jim Shooter.
Never heard of him.
I'd like to meet Shooter.
The legend returns. Never heard of him. Some of the most beloved comic stories ever been told. Like
I'd like to meet Jim.
Superboy, the Legion of Superheroes, Superman, etc. Who dis?
I'd like to meet Jim.
Bob says the first name that comes up when people talk about Venom. No, that's McFarlane.
Billy Gunn, that's right. Mr. Ass. Yep. I'm an ass man. Sorry, did try to promote. Is that the lineup for Steel City? No, Soul. This is a different one that's coming up this weekend. It's what's it called? Big Lick Comic Con in Roanoke. It's down in Roanoke, Virginia. I was just wondering if Sim knew some of these. Like, I know a lot of them. I know De La Rosa. Of course, I know the wrestlers. I really just didn't know who this Michael Watkins was. Of course, I don't know the voice actor. This guy I wasn't sure on. Yeah, I remember De La Rosa from working on Valiant Comics. If that's the right one.
Oh, you know what? Whatchamacallit? Crunchyroll. Their studio is in Dallas. So we get, usually if we're doing local cons around Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, we get a lot of voice actors and actresses.
Oh, that's cool.
Doing, like anime. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them, but Marco does. Marco's like, that's so-and-so. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. He's like, you need to watch more anime. Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I only know her just because of the She-Hulk John Byrne run. And of course, I know Leonardi. Like, yeah, really, I just didn't really know a couple of these people. And that's why I was wondering if you knew them. Keith Williams here in one of the long boxes. Of course, I got computer stuff.
I mean, just look at like how much is in the box for that and wait, go look, and then look right below Keith Williams and look how many words are crammed into that box. I was like, she might need more things.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting Anne, getting her to sign something, one of the books with Typhoid Mary in it. I'd get her to sign my hardcover copy of Longshot, the original miniseries by Art Adams and Walt Patricio inking. Dude, it's one of my favorite that I Typhoid Mary's one I like. I like her.
Mary.
No, let me see here. Oh, Mo's here. Sam, Pop says Sam was the inker, but he also illustrated the last 3 issues of Lethal Protector. There you go. Now we know about Sam. All right. Yeah, I'd like to get something. Like, I'd like to go down and get some stuff, but I really need to save money. I need to save money. Then again, how much would a ticket even cost? You're not going to tell me? I don't know.
Single day $17 plus tax.
Gosh dang it.
Weekend pass $25.
Oh, there it is.
You're like, how does she know that?
No, what's up, Mo? What? Gosh dang it, she's quick.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I don't know. That's too pricey for me. I need to be saving all money. Like, I haven't even been backing any crowdfunders. Because I told myself I'm not backing anything till March because I got too much. My money's looking for.
I know. I love supporting my friends, though. I always got to back them. And my husband's like, how many things did you back this month? Sorry. I needed to get the comics.
I got so much going on with Mom and stuff. I don't know. I got to save money. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. So I need to save money where I can until I know what's going on. Mo says, it's inspiring whenever I hear how happy Sugar is to see me in the chat.
Till March, wink, wink. That's right. Because what's happening in March? Issue 3, Path of the Pale Rider, will be Kickstartering. Probably March 6th. We will launch. That's my goal. We'll see if I can get it all together. I gotta go harass Marco. Dear Marco, get to work. He loves me. He just doesn't say it out loud.
Where's
What else, guys?
I got.
Sorry, the door rang. My food got here.
Yum.
We got another. What's going
Noodles?
on?
Nope.
That's Max.
Deluxe burger.
Deluxe burger. Ooh.
Ooh, Hellzone.
Yeah.
And Sim. It's not Indiegogo. Nice.
Yeah.
50-page black and white action science.
Don't forget to sign up for Hellzone, everyone.
Yeah.
Sign up. Go cheer up Aaron and bring up that that mailing sign up.
Yeah. Oh, Eeyore Aaron.
I haven't launched an Indiegogo yet. I'm a little nervous.
And don't forget to sign up for Telso and Adverse 2. We're going to be launching soon, and there's going to be a very nice ashcan in there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's interesting because since Kickstarter and Indiegogo like seem to have like a different audience.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do the flexible goal, it's still something, even if you don't.
Yeah, I mean,
target.
Better than nothing at all, you know.
Right.
You can also shift your campaign from Kickstarter to Indiegogo in demand after.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that of doing like my next issue 3 and then doing like a victory lap on Indiegogo where it's like, cause I haven't done any yet. So I could be like, okay, if you want 1, 2, and 3, here they are. And then what I like about Indiegogo is that it goes to on demand, right? Where people can just go on and order stuff even after the campaign is closed. So that's nice. So like if you don't have a web page set up or you're not with a publisher and they don't know where to go, there you go. Indiegogo. Hellzone.
What was I going to tell?
Should we write you a song?
I feel like there was something I wanted to say to Mo.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
No, nothing like that. Nice to him.
It's nice to see you.
Is it really though?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Mo. Nice to meet
Well,
you.
I mean, he'll be nice to you.
I would hope so. Why would he be mean to me? He doesn't know me. I'm also a nice person, so.
Something I wanted to say to Mo. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's the thing about Indiegogo and the shadow bans.
Them I love Rio Chinota.
Yep.
And see, that's the thing is my project is pretty violent, so I gotta like hope. But again, it's like I want to show the pictures, but you can't always show the pictures because if it's too violent for Indiegogo, then they don't let it go through.
Same thing with Kickstarter. So if it goes to Kickstarter, you're good on Indiegogo.
Okay,
Seriously, Kickstarter is more picky.
Really? Okay, yes. Good to know. I haven't had any trouble with. I haven't really posted anything too gory. We had a variant cover with some zombies on it, but I mean, again, it's like zombies. It's not like someone getting their face smashed in or run over by a car.
Let's see. Oh, Mo, have you seen my videos I put up? My news videos. I want to hear your thoughts on that, Mo.
Your red dress press shorts.
You sassy man. Let's see. I know. You were talking about bears.
Yeah.
James, and I thought teddy bears when you said that. Rob Multari, his campaign. He's got Nightwolf, and he did a little plush.
Yeah.
Like a little cutesy one of his character, and that's what I thought of when you were talking about that. I thought of plushies, and then I thought of Rob's piece.
I'm looking into plushies. One of my good friends, Carissa Grant, she's a creator as well. She's up on Kickstarter right now for I think issue number 3. It's called Worthy Chaos Redemption, and she has plushies for she has her characters end up fighting an undead Anubis. And he's really badass looking in the comic, but she has a plushie made of this Anubis, and it's super cute. She has plushie made of some other of her characters too, but the Anubis is like really, really cute. And she's been telling me too, where she's like, "You need a Big James plushie," and I was like, "That would be really cool." But plushies are expensive too. They're not as expensive as the pops, but they're really, I mean,
interesting.
so I might need to go down that route for another campaign.
Cocaine Bear. Yep.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Mr. Big was on my show, and then he sent me some stuff about Cocaine Bear after we were done. It was really cool.
Yeah, that one guy that's in it, I used to see him all the time doing impressions about retail work and everything on my Facebook and stuff, and I was like, yeah, yeah, and I'd get a chuckle out of it and stuff. And now he's in a movie, so that's pretty great. He went from just doing little, I guess, like social media videos and stuff, to now doing a full-on film. So that's pretty cool. The dude there with the mustache.
Scott Seiss. I think his
I don't
name
know
is Seiss.
Yeah, I just
Like
remember
Ray Liotta, Kerry Russell, Margot Martindale. Alden, I can't even pronounce his name. The guy that was Han Solo in the Han Solo standalone movie.
Yeah, Scott.
Alden and Renrich. Matthew Rise. Oh, I love that guy. Christopher, I can't pronounce his last name. HIVJU. So Game of Thrones fans, he was the red-haired guy from Wolf's.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Giant Slayer. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Giant
Friend of Jon
something,
Snow. With the hair. Loves Brienne of Tarth. That guy.
Yeah, he has the hots for the Night Woman.
Yeah. He's like, we would make giant babies that would take over the world. That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
And a bunch of other people I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's almost been 2 hours.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share.
Yeah, it's about that time. We gotta start wrapping this up.
How on the button? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I need to go over and check in on Mom, see how she's holding up.
And I'd like to mention one thing too. Soul Iron's favorite vampire comic, Bloodhunt, is now live on the Global Comics.
Cool. Global Comics.
See, a lot of people doing that going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm on there too. Path of the Pale Rider is there. I think issue 1 is free to read right now. And I'm going to be uploading issue 2 once the Kickstarter's fulfilled. That's when I usually upload, just so people aren't like, reading it. Issue 2 won't be free, unfortunately. Got to get that money.
What? Gay?
For what?
Why gay? What are you talking about, Soul?
No, because I said Soul Iron's favorite vampire comic.
No.
Mm.
No.
I think you did not like that slap from across the ocean.
Is it okay? It's well, she, back when COVID first hit, she got COVID and everything, and that had her laid up for a while, and then she had scarring on her lungs and other problems, and then from there, she's been laid up pretty much since then with issues with her heart and different things like that, and they're not sure what it is and stuff like that, and she don't get around as good now, and she's gained some weight, because of not being as active and everything, and so she hasn't been to work in a long time, so it's a lot of that. She's having medical issues, and I'm having to pay for like some of her stuff and everything, because she's running out of funds and everything.
Poor mom.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but that's what's going on with Mama Evans.
Medical man.
Yeah, just a lot of medical issues. If you have to buy blood, do it on.
Yeah, go check out my website.
That's funny.
Help. Sign up for Tales Networks #2 Second Chance campaign.
Cool. I love seeing all these projects. Yeah, it's cool to see people, working hard, getting their passion projects out there, Those are the best stories. Not this, like I said, the crap that we see regurgitated because Netflix wants to make another Resident Evil. It's like, we're done with that. Move on, pick something new. Give a new story a chance, There's so many stories out there. And we got Sam Vera's, like, there's an alien in my toilet. And we got Jorge Medina's Wonder Duck. It's like we got Carissa's story. It's like she loves Resident Evil, so it's not a Resident Evil, but it is. But it's also like Romeo and Juliet meets Supernatural. It's a crazy story. But they're so good. Like Malka about an island in the apocalypse and how everybody goes to war with each other. It's just, mine, where it's like
Wonder Duck?
Wonder Duck. Yes, you heard me correctly. Go look it up. There's so much stuff out there. Lee Newman's Sissone, which is hilarious. I laughed out loud reading every single page of Sissone. So if you're looking for a comedy, go check that one out. Sissone. Issue 1 is out. He sent me a Akira homage cover. I don't have it at my fingertips. Sorry, Lee. But it's so good. One of my best picks. You know what I mean? Like there's PTSD, there's the Ferryman, there's just so many. There's Psycho Sal. It's like, why are we bothering with mainstream regurgitated anything at this point when there's all these other things out there that you can enjoy and consume and support small businesses and independent creators? It's not like, Hollywood where there's the Me Too and like Harvey Weinstein. We're not putting money in their pockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all that other nonsense.
It's a crazy ass world.
Let's see.
So.
Brink showed up at the end.
Greetings, everyone. Time to end the show. I love when people sneak in. They're like, I'm here. Oh, it's over? That's the end.
Yep. Gotta wrap this up. Thanks, Laurie, for joining us.
Absolutely. I love coming on shows. I love talking about Path of the Pale Rider. You can find me on the Tuesday Morning Brew every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I interview other people, ask them about their comics and shows and movies and whatever else they got their meat hooks in. I'm on Facebook. You can find me under the group Path of the Pale Rider. You can find me on, let's see, we don't have to bother with the mainstream at all. Unfortunately, normies can't hold onto their wallets and have low standards. No, it's hard. It's like, don't give them your dollars. Spend them somewhere else, because that's the true power, you know what I mean, that we hold. It's like, if we don't spend the money to watch it, then they're not going to keep producing it. Maybe. Anyway, I'm on TikTok at Path of the Pale Rider with an underscore between all the words. That's the same thing for Instagram. Twitter, I'm at Path Pale Rider. I'm all over the place. So I love sharing things. I love shenanigans. We're going to be filming some things next week. I got some volunteers. And I'm crafting things, and we're moving on to issue number 3. So you can still get issue number 2 if you want to pre-order one of the first prints that you can still sneak in. It's going to print any day. So that's available. You can purchase it on Charter Comics, or you can purchase it directly from my webpage or myself. Hit me up, peeps. Read a story. Get out of your life for a little bit. Enjoy some undead bears and Western hijinks.
Mr. Sam?
Yes.
Promote yourself.
Oh, I thought we did. I already did. So technically, sign up for Tales from the Universe 2. We're going to be launching soon. Go sign up for Hell Zone by me and Aaron and Gallimari. Go check out the inkslayerentertainment.com, where you can find a whole bunch of the previous books and merch. Go check out Global Comics, where I just joined in and print and publish at Bloodhunt.
Heck yeah.
And for me, I got nothing.
Come on.
And I'll just add one more thing, because you definitely don't want to miss that limited, exclusive, numbered Ashcan that comes with a sketch inside that's going to be available on the Second Chance campaign.
Ooh.
And for me, look at this. Look at this. Yeah.
Look. Look.
I like this art.
Ooh.
He puts a lot of effort into being accurate. I like it.
Yeah, that armor looks fantastic.
Yes. I quite enjoy that.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, that's all I got. All right.
That's all I got, man.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Yep. For signed Canadian croissants. Yep. Do go support them on Patreon.
Then you could go follow my channel too, where I do the Duel and Chill and the Inkslayer Archer, and other shows too, including the one with Margine.
Yes, that's coming. I can't wait.
Yep. Thanks everybody for joining us, and thanks for tuning in to my humble little YouTube channel. And we will see you all in the next one.
Later.
Laters.